Shalom, kindred. These are the humble kind. You like that? Did you feel that? Felt it. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me just jump right into it. Humble contemplations, blah, blah, blah. We love Jesus, of course. All right. If you're new, shalom. If you're not, shalom. All right. Here's the title of the video is this. Um, Something about you're about to get married. All right. Here's what you need to know if you're about to get married. Ultimately, I'm gonna just give it to you straight because when I got married, I've been married for about 3 years. Love my wife; she's amazing. We have two beautiful children, one on the way. I thank God for Jesus. Do you know what? Honestly, I remember seeing some of the cats at, I was gonna say work, but no, at church. I remember being like, "Yo, so either no one told me about marriage, what this is really about, or I just wasn't listening." And frankly, it was probably a little bit of the both. So I'm gonna put you on regardless of how old you are, I'm just going to give you straight game. I feel like some things that they just don't, maybe they just don't tell you. Our society's built a little different. You get married, oh, no, that's fine. That's great. The Bible I read also says, hey, if you're not up to it, probably just don't. Also, it'd be like me, you know? It's fine. So I'm just gonna give it to you on the real, and that's probably the first thing is that unless you have a particular desire to be sanctified or build God's kingdom with your spouse, and I mean this, I'm speaking to men. If you're a woman and you're watching this, that's great. God bless. I'm talking to my brothers. White, black, doesn't really matter. Purple, green. Have you seen any purple men? Regardless, I'm talking to my brothers. Um, yeah, really think about if you're about this life. Heard it said before that, and when I say this life, I mean this marriage life. I've heard it said before, you really don't know what you're signing up for because the contract is being written as you live it. In some capacity, yes. In another one, I don't think so. Because it's very clear on the front end what you're signing up for is that you're going to die for your wife. I don't mean physically. It might, if we're just physical, I think, excuse me, I think it might be a little easier if we're just physical. No, no. I don't just mean your bios. I mean your desires, your attention, your abilities will be yielded to God for the sake of your wife. Full stop. I really do mean that. If you're not interested in being made holy, specifically like Jesus, then also don't. If I mean, honestly, like if holiness is not your bag, like if you're not really trying to get down with the fellowship of his sufferings, that you might by some means, then just don't save yourself all of the things. Just don't. Now, here's the thing. I love Jesus. So holiness is cool. One day I got to do a thing about my experience with holiness and how the Lord showed me, like, the life that I was living. I was like, there's not, you know what? I'm going to live this way pretty much forever. I'll love Jesus, but I might have to be from a distance because this holiness thing is just too much for me. Anyway, I've come to love holiness. It's actually rather enjoyable. It's nice living clean and pure. It's good. I enjoy it. But if that's not particularly your thing and you're really not up to it, then, and frankly, I mean, there's plenty of work for me. Then just maybe not. Maybe not. Apart from sex and children in a unique, dynamic, wonderful relationship. This kind of beautiful, truly beautiful. It's a picture of Christ in the church. Outside of this beautiful and unique image and marriage that we see of Christ in the church, if that's not your bag, if you don't want to explore the depths of God in that specific way, then it's all good. Hang with the homies. As a matter of fact, there's a passage, I don't remember exactly where it's found, but if you can if you can keep yourself, if you have a young lady who's a friend and you guys can behave yourselves, it seems to be preferable to just do that. But if you can't, don't burn, right? Which, that comes with some responsibilities, as it were. So don't even worry about it. But that's what I say. A couple other things. Unless your wife is an outlier, you're probably almost always going to want some sex. And she's just not. Yeah. I mean, just that simple. When there's no other way around it. Just, again, unless she's an outlier. I mean, sure. Oh, boy, I got some good. Okay, good. All right, Fabio or whatever the freak. Doesn't matter. She's got better things to do. Even when you're wrong or she's wrong, you still have to be right. You gotta act right. She could cuss you out in your face. She could disrespect you. She could dishonor you. She could do the thing that gets under your skin. And still, the father has every expectation that you will love her and care for her, respect for her, and be patient and kind to her ultimately. You can sum up love in those two words: patience, kindness, mercy, grace. To that end, again, you literally have no excuse to do anything wrong. Responsibility belongs to you. Christ is your head. You're the head of the marriage. The marriage is the head of the family. That's it. I don't care what anyone says. It's that simple. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it is what it is. State of the marriage is your responsibility, not her walk with Jesus, but the marriage. And because the marriage is a result of your fidelity to Christ, your yielding to Jesus, and a reflection of your prayers and how you treat her specifically, that means the marriage leading the family is going to be also, if you do it right, both of your responsibilities, like there will be a shared nature. Again, if you ever get mixed up on what the role of marriage is, just look at Christ in the church. Okay. The mature, we participate in Christ's sufferings. For those of us who are still learning, this is all of us to some degree or another, and Christ shoulders the weight. As a matter of fact, I would say that he quite literally shoulders almost all of it. There's some, but what else? If you want your prayers answered, treat your wife good. It's not a thing for the wife. I don't know if that literally means she could badmouth you and talk you down, run you down, and it means her prayers are still answered. Don't know. Beside the point, actually. Whatever she does, that's between her and Jesus. The point is, brother, act right. And understand that marriage is pretty much God's heart toward all of humanity. So whatever career or ministry or endeavors, children, even, whatever you think of all of these things and what it means to be successful in those areas, listen to me. Listen to me well, please. Apart from your actual walk with living Messiah, nothing is more important than your marriage. Dude, not even raising your kids. Job, when he was tried and tested, everybody died, including his children, his wife was still with him. You gotta understand this. The real principle here. Yeah. So yeah, that's let me I know I rapped a little bit, but unless your wife is an outlier, you're gonna want some 85% of the time. And she's gonna be like, no, 85% of the time. That's almost at best. Even when she's wrong, you gotta be right. State of the marriage is the direct reflection of your submission to Jesus, how you treat her in your prayers. Unless you have a desire for holiness, literally don't bother. I don't care how much you want kids, how much your parents are asking you when you're gonna get married. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Um, yeah, that's yeah, and you always gotta do the right thing. I mean, that's always the case, but there's no blaming your wife. Weak sauce. That's Adamic, and it leads to destruction. Awful. Don't do it. In any case, oh, my wife made me. What are you? What are we? Bro, no one makes you do anything. All right. That's entirely inconsistent with the scriptures and frank, just reality as a whole. No one makes you do anything. You do what you do. Blame people for what you do, let alone your wife. Weak. All right. That's it. That's all I got. I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe if you're still here. That'd be great. Good one.